Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. I hope that you guys could hear me and see me okay. We're trying this different lighting and microphone. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about kind of the different setup. So this is my YouTube room. The other room that I was using to film was my own room. It has like a little office area. But yeah, pretty excited to have this all set up. We have a green screen over there, and then we're gonna have a little whiteboard set up over there. So pretty excited for the setup. I wanted to I did this little questionnaire, right? If you're part of Learn Plan Profit or if you're part of TechBot Solutions, at least on the Facebook group, one thing that I asked you guys today is I gathered, and again, these are not the only stocks that sold off today, but obviously it was an extremely red day for a lot of people that traded major companies when it comes down to especially technology companies is what I noticed today. There are a lot of the companies that we were watching. I had them in the back of my watch list. I was not actively trading. I don't think any of them. I think one was on my watch list, and that was Microsoft due to the uptrend pattern that it was showing. But one thing that I wanted to talk about was I just simply asked you guys, is this something that you would be interested in? For me to talk about some of the stocks. Can you guys answer this? Why would it be of value, right, for someone to be aware of certain stocks that just aggressively sold off? Not just rent, because again, stocks sell off all the time, especially if they show signs of a descending pattern. But why would it be interesting or somewhat of value, right, for a stock investor to become aware of stocks that have just sold off that overall big picture were previously showing signs of an ascending uptrend pattern? Again, yeah, so good deal opportunities, potential reversals, because eventually, naturally, they would end up coming back. At least that's with overall market conditions what would happen. Again, you should never trade based on other people's opinion. And if you don't see something actively trending up and you get in before the reversal, you have to understand that that's a risk that you're taking. And when it comes down to risk management, it might be something that you might want to approach a little bit more aggressively. In the next couple of minutes, I'm simply going to be sharing some stocks. And again, these are not all the stocks that aggressively sold off today that were previously showing signs of an uptrend that are now selling off, right? So if I talk about certain stocks, but I don't talk about the ones that are on your watch list that you saw are actively trending up on the 180-day chart, but showed signs of a sell-off, not just today, but based off previous patterns that look like they're good deals, feel free to put them down in the comment section. I know that there's no way that the 6 that I'm going to talk about are in any way the only stocks that are the ones that sold off, right? So again, let's be effective and efficient. I was watching natural gas effectively. If you guys want to stay tuned to the very end of the video, I'll give you guys an update on some of the things that we have working on with TechBuds, especially if you guys are in the Arizona area or interested in maybe one of the new applications but that we're going to be releasing. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this other watch list, and it's called Pullback. What the heck? No, it didn't save. Oh my goodness. All right, so there was Shop. There was Tesla. There was, what was it? Amazon. Man. Oh, and Microsoft. All right. All right, so those are my 6. I'm going to break them down real quick. And obviously, you guys just saw the ones that I was talking about. But obviously, you guys have been seeing Facebook with its previous ascending uptrend pattern. What is an indicator, right, that Facebook has shown that has been acting as a resistance? Can we all come together and share this, right? So it previously was showing signs of an ascending uptrend pattern, and it would normally bounce on this green line. That's called the SMA indicator, simple moving average. Now, as it's been selling off and descending, what's the indicator where it normally has been getting rejected at, right? The SMA, right? Especially with today and the aggressive sell-off that it had, it makes sense on why it most likely will probably try to recover after a sell-off and then get rejected around that area. Very quick one that I wanted to talk about, right? Same thing with Twitter. Previously showed signs of an uptrend pattern and then now getting rejected, right? An aggressive sell-off, right? Shopify. This is probably one of the most interesting ones. Within the past couple of days, this is one that offers more of a horizontal pattern. It's very easy to identify the low points, very easy to identify the high points. And when it comes down to the specific price point and where it's at right now, based off previous patterns and previous highs. It's just something like Facebook and Twitter have been selling off basically for the past 2 months. Not necessarily Shopify. This is one that I'm going to be watching a little bit closer, as if it does begin to show signs of a reversal, even at the average price of like, let's say 140, and I end up selling at 155, that's over 10%. Just being able to capitalize on that small margin with a multi-billion-dollar company in a pattern that I think is much easier to understand instead of trying to predict a reversal. Again, I said 140 to 155. Not the highest point and definitely not the lowest point. So it gives you time to wait for the confirmation, and it allows you to take profits early before the overall potential resistance around 160 to about 170. So I think that's pretty easy to talk about. Let's see. Yeah, time to wait for the confirmation of the reversal. Jason, 100%. Oh, my guy. Jason, what's going on, man? And then Tesla, right? Talking about Tesla and the price point in where it's at right now at around 250 based off previous patterns. And again, that's all I could really go off of. Around 250, we can see that it's an extremely low point. It doesn't mean that it can't continue to sell off. It just means that it's a little bit more on the oversold side, and that's why maybe we want to pay a little bit more attention to. None of these stocks are anything that you have to take a position on right now. Yes, they offer good deal opportunities, but it's only a good deal when the direction changes, right? When it stops to sell off and starts to make higher highs. Also take into consideration that it's been recently getting rejected by this SMA indicator. So if you do end up doing a dip buy opportunity or investment, then that you consider the idea of selling close to or near to that 180-day SMA, which is that green line that you see right there. So, but what Elon Musk tweet something? No, so I don't think he tweeted anything recently. But there's been a lot of negative news when it comes down to his specific company and supposedly his maturity as of right now. Amazon is one of the ones that truly surprised me and how much it sold off. Look at this aggressive ascending uptrend pattern. It's been one that's been extremely consistent and a huge sell-off, right? Down to 17.35. I know a lot of us can't, take a position on Amazon due to the price point. But regardless if you can take a position on this one or not, something that would be of value is following its direction, making sure that you set alerts, and then follow up with it at what price point you would have bought at based due to that reversal, and then at what price point you would have sold at. Would you sell right before the SMA indicator based on the previous SMA becoming and acting as a new resistance? So again, old support levels acting as new resistance levels, or would you be a little bit riskier and try to see if it starts making higher highs? Again, it's not even about taking a position, but just trying to identify patterns, when to actually enter these positions, and then practice that, refine that, and then make yourself more comfortable and more confident. So when you start investing with real money, it would be a fluid transition and stuff like that. So, hey Ricky, can you please view my message on Discord or on Instagram? So Josh, and this is for everyone. First of all, there's a bunch. There's been so many fake accounts on Instagram that are being made of me. There's only one that I specifically have of Ricky Gutierrez, and it's the one that I share down in the description. There's so many of them talking about cryptocurrency or binary options, and trying to get you to, they try to ask you for money and stuff like that. I never reach out to you. I never ask for personal information. And if someone is asking to invest for you, then again, that's a huge red flag. We never do any of that for anybody. And again, just I want to make sure that that's presented out there. Please do give me time to respond to your messages, as I have been a little bit delayed since we've been a little busy today. And also, please do not message me about any questions about investing on Instagram, since again, it's just we have the Discord chat for that. So I appreciate that. So that was my breakdown on Amazon. And so I had Ricky Gutierrez. Yeah, they even spell my name a little different. So follow me on that. That's funny. I wanted to ask you guys, what is it that you guys thought about Microsoft? Microsoft, if you look pretty closely, based on previous patterns, it was showing signs of a pretty consistent uptrend, right? So a pretty consistent bounce around the SMA line. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, right? So this was today. Yesterday, it had this nice little reversal, broke above this EMA line. And what is it that we said? One green day confirmation does not confirm a reversal. And shortly after, it ended up getting rejected, making lower lows, broke below 110 and sold off down to 105. Overall, there's actually a picture that was shared of all the major markets and how red it was, right? If you don't feel comfortable trading and you see so many things selling off and just nothing playing according to your plan, one of the best things that you can do is not take a position. Can you guys let me know what you guys think about Microsoft as of right now? So looking at Microsoft and doing my technical analysis, there's a break of pattern, right? It normally bounces at this SMA line. Obvious break of pattern, right? Down to about 105. Yes, it's previously bounced at 105, but now because the SMA line used to act as an old support, so it normally would bounce here, now because we're below the SMA line, it might start acting as a new resistance. Does that make sense? So forward slash GC just broke above a specific price point. That's great for forward slash GC. That's not so great probably for all major markets. So when gold goes up, it's not the best sign, especially not for our economy, right? So let's check this out, forward slash GC. Wow, aggressive push up. Okay. This might be interesting, right? So if you're not feeling comfortable trading a lot of these stocks due to the volatility, but you see a very consistent pattern with maybe one of these ETFs, especially gold, for instance, right? Then it makes sense on maybe why to shift that direction. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about very closely about Microsoft is, again, how do you know when something is actively trending up intraday in between the middle and top view up, right? On the 1 day, 1 minute chart. As of right now, it's selling off. It showed in a very aggressive sell-off, offers a pretty decent margin of profit for recovery, only if it begins to start making higher highs. How do you know when something begins to recover? When it starts making higher highs. So with that being said, I just want to make sure that yes, a lot of these stocks that we're talking about right now are showing signs of good deal opportunity, but the only true time that something is a good investment is when its overall direction starts to point up, when it starts to show signs of recovery. And if you're trying to buy the dip to get in at the lowest price point, again, one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I first got started, and I still make it from time to time, when you get in too early and it continues to sell off, is bag holding and the emotion that you experience when you go through that. So I'm simply just reminding you guys how important it is to be selective and patient with your entry points, especially when overall market conditions are not the best. One of the best things that you can do is not take a position when you don't see, the value in it or the overall direction. If you want your account to grow, then invest in the direction that's moving up. I think that's the easiest way to put it. So I wanted to keep it that simple and simply, so aggressively selling off may be a good deal with a confirmation. So again, it's all about that reversal, right? So all I want to also encourage you guys is if you did your own due diligence on certain stocks that you plan on trading that are solid companies showing signs of previous ascending uptrend patterns, but aggressively sold off today, and you just want to share that with the team, again, please no pump and dumps. I will remove any comments of people trying to share tickers like NLST or what was that other one? Like DRYS or TOPS. I will remove all stocks like that. It has to be solid companies with ascending uptrend patterns, right? Feel free to share it, right? You're going to get comments of people sharing their own opinion to it. But again, if we could use the comment section as a resource for people that are trying to find solid companies that sold off and trying to identify good deals, feel free to share why you see value in it and then why or when you plan to trade it and what specific criteria it has to meet to be labeled as a good investment. So you guys are sharing it right now in the comment section. So as I can see right here in the live chat, I need it in the comment section and stuff like that. I got to stream at 3 a.m. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, definitely feeling a little bit better. So I had, I think, a pretty solid day today when it comes down to overall work. We finished up the office at the new house, right? So this isn't the office that I'm talking about. This is my YouTube room, and we're still getting a lot of work done. I'll be posting pictures on my Instagram if you guys follow me there. The thing that I wanted to talk to you about was two things that we kind of talked about today as a team is, well, we talked about three things, right? The first thing is a lot of people have been asking questions about the application that we have pending on the App Store. I wanted to let you guys know that within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will providing /SI just broke above 1436. So a lot alerts going off right now. But there's the specific application that we're going to be releasing, obviously for free, right? And it's going to be for everyone. We already had a couple members within Learn Plan Profit beta test this specific application. And there's a series of key features that are going to allow you to become a little bit more up to date with how you're doing when it comes down to trading, and then also staying up to date with people around your area and what has led to their success. And again, it's I think an application that will make it a little bit easier for someone that's just getting started. And I'm really excited about that because we're also working, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on 3 other applications that we will again be posting for approval. That will again continue to make it easier for someone that's just getting started in the niche of investing and becoming a little bit more organized, effective, and efficient. So really excited about that. The last thing that I wanted to talk about are 2 other things, right? Is the TechButt Solutions HQ. If I'm not mistaken, it's this week and next week where we're going to be visiting facilities here in the Arizona area to see where we're going to be establishing the TechButt Solutions headquarters. And again, this is where we plan to, be able to have people visit our location, work with our, development team, work with our actual just media team and our team as well, and then be able to dock up their computers and also trade live with the whole TechButt Solutions team. So it's something that I'm very excited about, to be able to have a fun and safe environment where, it's kind of like TechButt Solutions where you get to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, but now to have a physical location first in Arizona, and hopefully, if the idea does well, then hopefully we can continue to expand to other areas. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about is, if you're part of TechButt Solutions, again, we're the largest private trading community out there in the world. We have a little bit over 160,000 members. It's that 3rd link in the description if you guys are not a part of it already. But we made a video today, Caleb and Jolie did, and also if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw the success story that we shared of Jolie, right? One of the young ladies that we have within the Flipping Wheels program. And then her favorite flip that she just recently did. She's been investing in cars for about 5 to 6 months, and one of the most recent cars that she invested in, she was able to make $1,700 profit with a $1,900 investment. And that was because of the assistance that Caleb Webb was able to assist with. And we're running that like promotion when it comes down to that 30-day challenge, where if you've ever wanted to learn how I find the best deals when it comes down to both my exotic cars and then the daily drivers, you get to work with mentors like Caleb and Weston that assist you every single day to verify the deal that you came across. I know it's a very scary maybe market because some people are very unfamiliar with, how to identify if something is a good deal. So what we're doing, it's this 30-day challenge. You guys, 100%, like if it's not a market that you're interested in, again, it's just for someone that's trying to find maybe another hobby that, they can make extra money on the side. But pretty much it's a 30-day challenge. It's a 30-day money back. That's pretty much how it is. You get to test out the Flipping Wheels program and mentorship for 30 days, see if it's something that you'd like to be a part of. And if within the first 30 days, you end up not experiencing your flip to be successful. So if you don't make your initial investment back that you invested in the course, then you get a full refund. We just want to make sure that we expose people to this market, and if we could be of value, great. And if not, then guess what? You get a refund on the course, and we call it a day, and at least you're able to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. So all the links are down below if you guys want to stay connected. The first link is if you want to be able to watch me trade live and access to the Flipping Wheels course. That's that first link. The second link is for the Flipping Wheels course. So the first link is Learn Plan Profit. Second link is Flipping Wheels. Third link is TechButt Solutions. And if you guys want to stay connected with our Instagram and what I do on the day-to-day, pretty boring stuff, but it's that, I think, 5th link in the description, stuff like that. So Burning Midnight Oil, Ricky, keep us up to date on that, on the HQ. So sweet. No, of course. So I'm really excited. Just wanted to provide you guys with a little update. We've been getting a lot of direct messages about the application as well as the HQ. So thank you guys again for your time. I hope you guys get some amazing rest. We'll see all those that are part of Learn Plan Profit at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Truly looking forward to ending tomorrow and then this entire week on a green note. Let's be selective. Let's be patient. Let's be consistent. And let's lock in those profits. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.